A People's Liberation Army (PLA) spokesman said a U.S. destroyer entered China's Xisha Islands in the South China Sea without permission, calling the sailing dangerous and provocative. Senior Colonel Zhang Nandong, also spokesperson of the Southern Theater Command of the PLA, said in a statement that the Chinese Navy is aware of the U.S. navigation and sent naval and aerial forces to monitor the sailing. Zhang said that the guided missile destroyer USS John S McCain entered China's water without any permission from the Chinese government, and we urge the U.S. to immediately stop such provocative action and restrain its military operation. He added that China's sovereignty over the South China Sea is indisputable, vowing to defend China's territorial integrity with all necessary measures. Zhang said the U.S. has frequently sent warships to the water to flex its muscles and to strengthen its military presence, which severely harms China's sovereignty and security interests and undermines regional peace and stability. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why China only verbally protested but did nothing, even though USS John S McCain moved into waters claimed by it. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder. If you are, like us, fascinated by military vehicles and technology, I recommend you give War Thunder a try. It's a military vehicle combat game which you can download and play for free on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. It has a huge variety of more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s, which you can take to battle on land, in the air, and at sea on more than 80 theaters of war. War Thunder's been kind enough to offer all Defense Updates viewers a special bonus, which will grant you a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account time for registering using our link in the description below. So take the plunge and join more than 20 million players from around the world. China claims almost 90% of the South China Sea through its so-called 9-line map. It says it has indisputable sovereignty over the sea. The wide-reaching demarcation was rejected by an arbitral tribunal at The Hague in July 2016. The U.S. is aligning its South China Sea policy with this ruling and has officially rejected many of China's claims to the contested waterway. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said recently, Beijing's claims to offshore resources across most of the South China Sea are completely unlawful, as is its campaign of bullying to control them. He further added, the PRC's predatory worldview has no place in the 21st century. It's important to note that several countries, which include Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan, have disputed Chinese assertions and have overlapping claims of their own. Countries like the US, Japan, India, and Australia have no claims but want freedom of navigation. The route is significant as about $5 trillion in trade through shipping passes each year. The sea also has alleged 11 billion barrels of untapped oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. China has tried imposing a unilateral decision as per which all ships and aircraft navigating in the area need to identify themselves to the Chinese military. Chinese Navy has heckled vessels of smaller nations like Vietnam several times in the last couple of years. It's militarized several islands in the area and has even deployed advanced missile systems like YJ-12 anti-ship missile as well as HQ-9 surface-to-air missile. USS John S McCain is an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer in the United States Navy. Arleigh Burke-class warships were designed as multi-mission destroyers capable of anti-aircraft warfare, anti-submarine warfare, and anti-surface warfare. USS John S McCain, being an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, is among the largest destroyers built in the United States. It has an overall length of 509 feet, that's 155 meters, and a displacement of about 9,200 tons. USS John S McCain is powered by 4 General Electric LM2500-30 gas turbines producing 100,000 horsepower, or 75 megawatts, that drives 2 shafts. It has a speed of 30 plus knots, or 55 plus kilometers per hour, at a range of 4,400 nautical miles or 8,100 kilometers. USS John S McCain is equipped with a large number of sensors which enables it to have an excellent situational awareness. This includes the computer-controlled ANSPY-1A phased array radar, which is part of the Aegis system. The phased array can concentrate energy where it's needed. The operator can boost the range and resolution in a particular direction without blinding the ship to threats from another side. The 4 fixed arrays of SPY send out beams of electromagnetic energy in all directions simultaneously, continuously providing a search and tracking capability for hundreds of targets at the same time. USS John S McCain has AN-SQS-53C active sonar, as well as AN-SQR-19 tactical towed array sonar. These can be used for anti-submarine warfare control and guidance. USS John S McCain is very well equipped and is designed to be a multi-weapons platform. It has in total of 96-cell Mark 41 vertical launch system divided into 2 blocks of 32 and 64 cells. These can be configured with the combination of the following weapons based on the mission. 1. RIM 66M5 standard SM-2MR Block 3B for air defense and anti-ship roll with a range of 103 miles or 167 kilometers and a speed of Mach 3.5. 2. RIM 156A SM-2ER Block 4 for anti-aircraft and anti-ship roll with a range of 115 miles or 185 kilometers and a speed of Mach 3.5. 3. RIM 161 SM-3 for ballistic missile defense with a range of 435 miles or 700 kilometers and a speed of Mach 10. It can also be used as an anti-satellite weapon. 4. RIM 162A ESSM for the anti-missile roll with a range of 31 miles or 50 kilometers and speed of Mach 4. It can be quad-packed in single Mark 41 cells. 5. RIM 174A standard ERAM or SM-6 for anti-air warfare with a range of 150 miles or 240 kilometers and a speed of Mach 3.5. 6. BGM-109 Tomahawk for land attack. It has a long range of up to 1,550 miles or 2,500 kilometers with subsonic speed. 7. RUM-139A VL ASROC anti-submarine missile with a range of 13 miles or 22 kilometers. It also has 2 Mark 141 Harpoon missile launcher for anti-ship roll. 2 Mark 32 triple torpedo tubes are present, launching Mark 46 or Mark 50 torpedoes. 2 MH-60R Seahawk LAMPS 3 helicopters are also present for anti-submarine warfare. Other than these, it's equipped with a long-range naval gun and multiple close-in weapon systems. USS John S McCain, being a multi-mission destroyer, can take on Chinese military aircraft as well as surface combatants. It's heavily armed, and provoking it in any way will lead to strong retaliation. China can lodge some verbal protests as usual, but it won't have the guts to stop it. It's not the first time U.S. Navy is sending warships in the region, and it will not be the last. The U.S. Navy has conducted at least 6 such operations this year alone. Earlier, the U.S. sent 2 carrier strike groups into the South China Sea to conduct dual carrier operations at the same time the Chinese military was conducting exercises in the area. China's been using strong-arm tactics to threaten its smaller neighbors time and again, which include patrols by warships and aircraft close to their borders. But it's not going to work when it comes to the U.S. Actually, U.S. military has stepped up its activities in the South China Sea, and the Pentagon has stated the reason being increasing opportunistic activity by the PRC to coerce its neighbors and press its unlawful maritime claims in the South China Sea, while the region and the world is focused on addressing the COVID-19 pandemic. It's clear that the US is not sitting idle and is now aggressively countering China. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.